Hello and welcome back to the session. So yes, I hope everyone has done the activity. Yes, today we are going to start with our most important grammar topics, that is tense. So children, please watch the video carefully, and also we are going to learn letter writing. So you all are ready? Yes, let's begin. Okay children, first let us discuss solution for the activity. Yes, so you'll remember in the last session we have learnt about prefixes. Yes, so let's discuss about that activity. Yes, use un, im or in correctly to make opposites of these words. So yes, first one, patient. Answer is impatient. So children, we have added im at the beginning of the word. Next, correct, incorrect. So here we have added in. Next, well, unwell. Here we have added un. Next, practical, impractical. So here we have added im. Next, common, uncommon. Here we have added un. And the last one, balance, imbalance. So im is added over here. Okay children, so let us start with our grammar topics. Yes, so children, today we are going to learn about tenses. Now, what do you mean by tense? Tense is a verb-based method used to indicate the time and sometimes the continuation or completeness of an action or state in relation to the time of speaking. The concept of tense in English is a method that we use to refer to time, that is past, present and future. So children, there are three types of tenses: past, present and future. In this chapter we are going to learn two types of tense, that is past and present tense. So first tense we are going to learn is simple present tense. Read these sentences in the simple present tense. So first one, the tribes people walk barefoot. Children, here we have highlighted walk because it is the verb. Yes. Next sentence, the chief cries because his feet are sore. So here we have highlighted cries because it is a verb. So children, in simple present tense, we add s or es to verbs when the subject is singular or he, she or it. Now for example, the first one, the tribes, people. Yes, so it is plural. So the verb becomes singular, that is walk. The chief. Now the chief is singular. The verb will become plural. That is cries is plural word. Yes. So we use simple present tense in three forms. Let us see first one. Yes. The simple present tense is used to express habits, general truths or unchanging situations. For example, I return at 6 p.m. from tuition. Next sentence, Sneha walks to the park. And the last one, the sun sets in the west. So all these three sentences express habits, general truths or unchanging situations. Now let us see second form of simple present tense. Yes, the simple present tense is used to express fixed plans in the present or the future. For example, the bus leaves at 2 a.m. Next, the film starts at 5 p.m. So children, over here, this is a fixed plan, showing fixed plan that the bus will always leave at 2 a.m. and the film starts at 5 p.m. Yes. Let us see the third form, that is the simple present tense is used to express future time with after, when, before, as soon as, etc. The staff will meet you as soon as you arrive. So the staff will meet you as soon as you arrive. That is, as soon as you come, the staff will meet you. So it is showing future time but expressed in present. So children, let us see one table. This table is very important and you have to learn this table. Yes, how to use the simple present with the pronouns. Okay, now there is right side, there is one verb, that is walk. So let us see how it is used with the pronouns. Now I, yes, so I walk, you walk. Now he, she, it walks. They walk, we walk. So this is the verb which we have used in different forms. Yes, so children, now let us see the exercise of simple present tense. Yes. Complete the sentences using the simple present tense form of the words in the brackets. Okay, children. Now these three forms you have to remember and you have to implement in this exercise. Yes. First one. My father blank in the hospital. Works. My father is the subject. So the subject is singular. So verb will be plural. Next. The children blank a lot of noise. So the children again here is plural, so verb will be singular. Make. Next, I blank at 9 p.m. every day. I sleep. Next sentence, Susan blank bread and drinks milk for breakfast. Susan eats. Next sentence, this train blank stop at Ajmer. So answer is stops. Now here also you can see this train. So this train is again singular subject. So the verb will be plural. Next sentence. Suman blank her teeth before going to bed. Brushes. So here again Suman is singular. So the verb will be plural. Next sentence. Gina blank very well. So Gina swims. Next sentence, the staff blank to the manager reports. So this was all about simple present tense. Children, now let us start with simple past tense. Yes, read these sentences. First one, the medicine man made a pair of shoes for the chief. Next sentence, the chief ran for miles. So children, over here made and ran are highlighted and they are used as simple past tense. Now children, let us see there are four types of forms in which simple past tense is used. So let us see the first form. The simple past tense is used to talk about an action completed before now. The time of the action can be in the recent past or long ago. For example, Christopher Columbus discovered America in 1492. So here the verb is discovered. This sentence shows that the time of action has taken place long ago. Next sentence, I played football yesterday. So played is the verb. This sentence shows that the action has taken place in the recent past. Okay, now let us see the second form. We use the simple past tense to list a series of completed actions in the past. For example, I completed my homework, bathed, went for a walk and returned home before dinner. Next sentence. Did you complete your homework, submit it and inform your teacher. Okay, children, now let us see the third form of simple past tense. We use the simple past tense to describe a habit which stopped in the past. For example, I played the piano as a child. So now I don't play, but in the past I used to play. Yes? Now let us see the last form. Fourth form, we use the simple past tense to describe something that started and stopped in the past. That something had started also and had stopped also in the past. For example, I lived in Indore for 5 years. So I right now don't live, but previously I used to live. Yes? Okay, children, now let us see exercise related to simple past tense. Write a paragraph describing what you did last evening using the simple past tense. So, children, I am just showing an example, but at home you all have to write a paragraph describing what you did last evening in your English notebook. Yes, last evening I watched a quiz program on television for an hour. Then I went out to play with my friends Tashi and Tina. We played hide and seek in the park, after which we went to the nearest pizza outlet. We ordered a large pizza which was delicious. Then we returned home and completed a school homework. Mother served me my dinner. After dinner, I went to bed. So, children, in this paragraph, the highlighted words are showing that they are used in simple past tense. So, same way, you also have to write this paragraph. Okay, now let us see another exercise. Change these words in the table to their past form. Yes, so here in the one column verb is given, and once they are changed to their past form, answers are given. Yes, first one, hop, hopped, hug, hugged, decide, decided, finish, finished, skip, skipped, bury, buried, care, cared, try, tried, pray, prayed, joke, joked. Okay, children, our next topic is letter writing. Very interesting topic. Now, what do you mean by a letter? Now, to communicate with someone, we can write down everything we want to say on a sheet of paper, put it in an envelope, and mail it to them. Such a piece of writing is called a letter. We send letters using the postal services that the government arranges for each part of the country. So, children, who brings the letter? Postman. Yes. Now, the most important thing in letter is types of letters. Now, there are two types of letters: formal letter writing and informal letter writing. So, children, today the first thing we are going to learn is how to write an informal letter. And what do you mean by an informal letter? So, children, when we communicate with our friends and family, we use casual language and write informal letters. Yes. So, generally, informal letters are written to family or friends. Now, while writing a letter, the things you all have to remember is write the address of the sender without the sender's name, write the date, then use casual language, use a warm and friendly tone, then You can use incomplete sentences. Then arrange your thoughts clearly in paragraphs, and you can sign with just your first name. Yes. Now for address, what is compulsory? That is the receiver's name. Yes. Then house or buildings number, name, the name of the street, name of the place, and pin code. Pin code is postal index number. So if the number is not correct, it will not reach to the correct address. Yes. So now just let us see an example of letter writing. Okay children, let us see an example of letter writing. Yes, the chief has got his new moccasins and he is pleased with them. He writes to his friend, a chief from another tribe, telling him about his new shoes. Complete the letter for him. Okay, now children, this letter is given in your textbook. Now first thing, we'll see the format of letter writing. Yes, on the left hand side you are writing sender's address, then date, then salutation. Dear blank, name of the chief's friend. Then message, which is arranged in paragraph. So I hope you are well. You know that I get sore feet whenever I try to walk barefoot on the grasslands. The other day I got really upset when I saw the people of my tribe dancing, singing, and enjoying among themselves. All of them were barefoot and could run swiftly without having to worry about their feet. Then I found some children from my own tribe laughing at me and pointing fingers at my feet. I finally decided to put an end to it. I asked my medicine man to solve my problem. My medicine man first came up with a very elaborate and literally absurd idea. He commanded the tribesmen to gather lots of reeds and with them weave a long, narrow mat. Then he appointed 4 brave men to roll the mat out in front of me so that whenever I wanted to go somewhere, I could walk on it. However, this did not work. Then I asked him to cover the whole earth with mats so that I could go wherever and whenever I wanted as fast as I could. This did not work because it was impossible for the mats to cover the whole earth. I couldn't notice where the mats finished and ended up stepping into a patch of thorns. I returned to the village and sentenced the medicine man to die because he had failed me badly. But to my surprise, finally he made me what looked like 2 small leather canoes. He eased them over my feet, and I must tell you, my new moccasins are the best gifts I have received in a long time. They feel so warm and snug. It was the best idea my medicine man had ever come up with. I strode joyfully on the vast green lands of the earth. Since then, everyone in my tribe, including me, wear moccasins. I wish you could also experience the warmth and coziness of the shoes. I wish to tell you everything in detail when you visit me next week. I am looking forward to meet you. Your friend. And then at the last, whoever is writing the letter will write their name or signature. Now your friend is basically subscription. Okay children, I hope you have understood this letter. Now it's time for activity. Same way you all will practice one more letter at home. Now that is, write a letter to your friend thanking him/her for a pair of shoes he/she gifted you on your birthday with the help of this letter writing, the same format you will use and you will write this letter. Okay children, I hope you all have understood all the grammar topics. That is, today we have done simple present tense, simple past tense and letter writing. I hope you all will revise all the topics. So children, we end our session over here. Thank you.